Rubik's Roll is a game based on the Rubik's Cube with 5 different ways of playing. The shake is suitable for 2 players. Each player takes a grid with 9 dice on it, and the remaining dice are mixed well in the shaker. The pattern that is now visible here is the pattern that the players must now roll. Both players now roll all their dice at the same time. From this roll, all possible dice are placed so that they match the pattern of the pattern. Once all the matching dice have been placed from this roll, the remaining dice are again thrown at the same time and placed again according to the pattern. The first player to roll the entire color pattern of the shaker wins the game. 21 is a game for 2 to 5 people. Here 9 dice are first laid out. The youngest player starts and rolls all 9 dice. Then he counts the colors. The color of the dice with the highest number determines his score and his game color. The player now remembers the color and the number. Green here. Then it is the next player's turn and he also rolls all 9 dice. If there is a tie between several dice colors, you can choose a color. In the following rounds, each player always rolls all 9 dice once, and here you add the number of colors you rolled to your previous score. As soon as a player has achieved 21 or more points, he has won the game. Battle dice can be played by 2 people. Each player receives 3 dice and a grid. Each player chooses a color and places the dice on the grid. This grid and the positions must be kept secret. The youngest player starts and determines a coordinate. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. If this was a hit, the opponent must now remove this die from his grid. Then it's the next player's turn, regardless of whether it was a hit or not. The first player to hit all 3 of his opponent's dice wins the game. Trio is played by 2 players. Here each player receives 6 dice, and a grid is placed in the middle of the table. Then each player chooses a different color. The youngest player starts and rolls all 6 of his dice, then he places all of the dice of his chosen color on the grid. Here it was yellow. Then it's the next player's turn. Green. The first player to place 3 dice of his color, horizontally, vertically, or diagonally, in a row wins the game. Tower of dice is played by 2 players. Each player receives 9 dice and a grid is placed in the middle of the table. Then each player rolls all of his dice, and whoever has the highest number of 1 dice color starts the game. The player whose turn it is rolls all 9 of his dice. He then places any of his dice in the middle of the grid. The color that can be seen up here is called the top color. Then it is the next player's turn and he also rolls all of his dice. If he rolls the current top color, he places this die, color on color, carefully on this stone. In this way, a new top color has been created. The players now take turns rolling all of their dice and try to place one of them up here in a matching way. If none of the dice match, it is automatically the next player's turn. The first player to place all of his dice wins the game. Whoever causes the tower to collapse prematurely automatically loses. If you like this video, please leave a thumb up and feel free to subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching.